September 1939. War has broken out in Europe, and the Nazis are threatening to invade France. They have also declared war on modern art. They display a selection of confiscated works at the Degenerate Art Exhibition to demonstrate the supposed moral decay of modernism. Some paintings are destroyed. Some are sold off cheap to foreign dealers. Peggy Guggenheim won't deal with the Nazis. She's in Paris, buying art directly from the artists.
Artists were flocking to her because they knew what would happen if their art got into Nazi hands. This was a safe haven for their art. She's a Jew, but she stayed in Paris. Very brave woman.
By spring 1940, as the Nazis invade France, Peggy is buying a painting a day, many from artists who will become household names.
Her mission was to collect these pictures, and that's what she was doing single-mindedly.
Peggy buys over 50 works, some for just a few $100s. Today, that collection is priceless. Nearly 30 years later, she will recall saving these artworks from the Nazis.
I had to get them out of Paris before the Germans came, and I sent them to a chateau of a friend, and the Germans came and went. They didn't even know the cases were there in a barn.
Peggy has got the artworks out of Paris, but just 2 days before the Germans enter the city, she is still there. In the nick of time, she escapes to the south of France. There she starts yet another affair, this time with artist Max Ernst. By 1941, the French authorities are rounding up Jews in France. Peggy is in danger, and so is her collection.
I wouldn't leave until I got the pictures out. A very lucky man arranged the whole thing for me and sent the whole thing to New York as household objects, sheets and blankets and casseroles.
Once the collection is smuggled out of the country, Peggy makes her own escape.
She and Max Ernst, her ex-husband Lawrence Vail, and his new wife, and 7 children belonging to various couples, all traveled to Lisbon, where they got a Pan Am Clipper, a flying boat, which took 2 days to take them to New York.
Peggy and Max marry, and the following year she opens a gallery in Manhattan, Art of This Century, showcasing the cubist, abstract, and surrealist artwork she rescued from Europe. It is a sensation.
Peggy opens her gallery, and the press goes wild.
She really had the world at her feet at that stage.
Over the next few years, Peggy puts on a series of trailblazing exhibitions, the first all-woman show in the United States, featuring artists such as Dorothea Tanning and Frida Kahlo.
When Peggy opened Art of This Century, there were only a handful of galleries showing American art, and even fewer, perhaps, showing contemporary American art. She was the midwife of these wonderful movements, and I do believe without her, things might not have developed in quite the same way.